Hello, hi everyone. Today we look at how to use the G strategy in the mocks. And with me, we have the team from SIOM college as well. So I want you people to guys to ask any question you have regarding SIOM, regarding the exam, how they crack the exam. So we'll talk about all these things. But आज का main focus starting में है G मतलब गरीब बच्चा कि सर पढ़ता बहुत तो मेरे marks नहीं आते. So G strategy we are going to make a few strategy for the mocks, that how we can maximize my score by the mocks, by improving my mock and mock taking strategies. Okay, Pereto, please tell me how much you're scoring in the mocks. Please, I want you to comment how much you're scoring in the mocks on an average. So हमारे पास दो target score है. One is 40, second target is 35, and third target become 30. So there are three targets, of course, depending on which college you are targeting. For example, SIBM, SMHRD, target score have to be 40. For SIOM, SIBM, Bangalore, target is around 35. And for other lower rank colleges, target is around 30. The three targets in front of us. So how much you're scoring today? Please do tell me. So Vedang is scoring 35. Aniket is around 30. Aryan is 27 to 28. Very good. Very good. Shubham is around 30. So all of you around 30. ये देख के बाकी लोग डरो मत, वही पोस्ट करता है जिसका स्कोर अच्छा हो रहा होता है. जिसका स्कोर कम होता है वो नॉर्मली पोस्ट नहीं करता है. So starting with the G strategy ka part, we have the team from SIOM. So guys, any one of you have used the G strategy last year in your exam? सच्ची सच्ची बताना, आप में से किसी ने कितने क्वेश्चन में G strategy यूज किया था?
Yes, I had done it.
How many questions?
Around 8 to 10 questions
8
somewhere.
to 10 questions. Very good, very good. इसमें कोई वो you don't need to feel embarrassed. Yes, part of the program. This is part of this thing. तो क्या तो मारते हैं यार. And I think Ria was there, who said कि वो कैप के पूरे 10 के 10 क्वेश्चन उसने तुक्के लगाए थे.
Yes.
Right,
हाँ,
yeah.
so for vocab, it gets tricky sometimes that you don't know the meaning of all the words. So तभी मैंने use किया था.
Correct. See, obviously, we are all ईमानदार लोग. I want you to solve everything with इज्जत. But if you give me a topic which is not there, which I can't even understand, or I'm not able to solve, I don't have time. So of course, I'm going to use some strategies. So Akash have used 10 to 8 to 10 question as well. Rajiv is saying 28 to 30 marks आ रहा है. बिल्कुल उम्मीद है भाई. पूरा G strategy मत लगाओ यार राजीव, वो गलत है फिर. वो गलत है. This is a backup plan. This is not the main plan. Okay. So today we're going to discuss some G strategy for the mock taking, that how we can maximize our score in the mocks by using some strategies. Okay. So my agenda is very simple. यार we always स्कोर इंप्रूव करने का दो तरीका है. एक तो आई स्टडी इतना पढ़ते जाओ कि तुम्हें सब आ जाए और तुम्हारा स्कोर इंप्रूव हो जाए, ऑब्वियसली. सेकंड इज लेट्स ट्राई टू मैनेज अवर मॉक, बिकॉज स्नैप का पेपर इज ऑल अबाउट हाउ यू मैनेज द पेपर. कैट में टाइम ही टाइम है. कैट का पेपर इज प्लीज सॉल्व. कभी सॉल्व नहीं हो पाता है. सॉल्व करना द मेन थिंग. सिम्बिग्राम में टू सॉल्व वी हैव टू शो सम एक्यूरेसी एज वेल, वी हैव टू शो सम स्पीड एज वेल, एंड दिस इज वेयर द प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट, हाउ टू मैनेज एवरीथिंग टुगेदर. And I'm sure these people who are here from SIM will talk about their strategies as well. कि यार आपने भी ये देखा होगा कि management is very important. So today I want to talk about how to manage your paper. There are few strategies which will, trust me, can increase your score by 5 to 10 marks only if you fine tune your mock strategies. Okay, that is the main thing which I'm going to talk about. All right. So pointer number 1 is very simple, is the sectional order. So if you have already finalized the order, so that's great. Otherwise, please जितना आप try कर सकते हो ऊपर नीचे करने का try करो. Don't fix up any order. That's my seriously advice to you. Don't fix with some order. Yeah. So don't fix the order now. Try experimenting. I've seen many people कि पहले verbal करते हैं, फिर logic करते हैं, and then quant करते हैं. The moment they do quant in the first and other topic later on, this score maybe started going down. Okay, the moment the scores start going down, I'll obviously ignore the strategy. But if my scores are going up, then obviously that can help. So please order अपना ऊपर नीचे करके try करके देखो. That is my number one advice to you people. Please don't finalize order right away. We have 3 more days to the exam. So tomorrow 19, 20, 21. We got 3 days का time. I can easily give 6 marks. और ये आपको करना है. Anyone try the strategy? That's my strategy number 2. दिन के 2 mock. सुबह शाम. So whatever things I couldn't do in mock number 1, I can improve in mock number 2. Strategy point of view. Whatever I could not do in mock number 2, I'll try to improve in mock number 3, mock number 4, mock number 5, mock number 6. Okay, 30-20 strategy, 30-20-10 strategy ki jagah, what I recommend, Hungry, what the problem thing was, 10 minutes for verbal, 20 minutes for logic, 30 for quant. This is my typical thumb rule. But abhi aajkal logic easy nahi aa raha hai. So what you can do is you can make it 10, 25, 25. This is a timer. And I want you to fix up a timer for every section. वर्बल के लिए 10 मिनट +-2 आप ऊपर नीचे कर सकते हो, बट प्लीज लॉजिक को टाइम देना, बिकॉज लॉजिक का सेक्शन इज नॉट दैट इजी जितना हमें देख के लगता है. सो ऑफ कोर्स आई नीड टू प्रैक्टिस मोर ऑन द लॉजिक सेक्शन. अभिजीत, यस, अबाउट द SIOM का Agri program, we'll talk about that as well. So guys, please cover that up in the second half, all these things. Yeah, so please, ये मेरी आपको रिक्वेस्ट है, दो मॉक देख के देखो. You will see your scores going up. You will see the confidence level going up. क्योंकि 60 मिनट का पेपर है यार, कब शुरू होगा कब खत्म होगा तुम्हें पता ही नहीं चलेगा. So please keep giving 2 mocks a day. So point number 1, put up a section wise sectional order एक फाइनल करो ऊपर नीचे करके. Let's finalize the order on 21st. Okay, 21st December I'll finalize कि this is going to be my final order with the sectional timing. कि वर्बल में मेरे को 10 मिनट डालना है, लॉजिक में 25 एंड क्वांट में 25. सो दैट सेक्शनल टाइमिंग यू हैव टू डिसाइड. ठीक है. एक और चीज आपको जो करना है, यू वंस यू सी द सॉल्यूशन, लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स यू हैव स्पेंट 2 minutes और मोर ऑन अ फ्यू क्वेश्चंस. जितने मैंने मॉक दी जाके देखो, लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चन विल बी देयर वेयर यू आर स्पेंडिंग टू मच टाइम. यू हैव इनफैक्ट वेस्टेड टू मच टाइम. हम क्या करते हैं, अगर मैंने क्वेश्चन करेक्ट कर लिया मैं उसको देखता नहीं, हो रहा है करेक्ट हो गया ना, बहुत है. नहीं भैया, 2 मिनट लगा रहे हो तुम, यू आर वेस्टिंग 2 minutes का टाइम टू गेट 1 mark. दिस मीन दिस इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. ठीक है. कट ऑफ क्या है, आई विल आंसर इन 2 minutes. पहले मेरे को ये सब खत्म करने दो. कट ऑफ मैंने आपको दे दिया भाई. टारगेट स्कोर इज 40, 35, 30. कट ऑफ क्या होगा वो सिम्बी वाले आपको दिखा देंगे बाद में. उसकी तेरे को टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो तुम्हारा काम है स्कोर लेके आना, तुम्हारा काम है अटेम्प्ट करना. ओके, so that's why I'm giving you the target score. Alright, so 2 minutes per question जहां पे आपके वेस्ट हो रहे हैं, make a list of this topic. So what I can do is I can avoid this topic. Yeah, yes, I don't need to do this topic first क्योंकि उधर टाइम वेस्ट होता ही होता है. Fine. So this is a list of the complete topics of the logic section, complete topics for the quant section, complete topic for the verbal section. Today I wanted to sit over this. इसका लिंक मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में डाल दिया है. ठीक है. तो आप जाके उसमें, आई वॉन्ट यू टू आइडेंटिफाई हाउ मच टाइम यू आर टेकिंग पर क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. दिस इज स्पीड वर्सेस एक्यूरेसी. या हाउ मच टाइम यू आर टेकिंग पर क्वेश्चन एंड हाउ मच एक्यूरेसी यू आर गेटिंग. इनपुट आउटपुट, आई वेस्ट टू मच टाइम, और बट मेरे 3 में 3 आते हैं. वेरी गुड. देन यू आर ऑन सेफ. 2 क्वेश्चन आ गया, 2 में 2 आ गया, देन यू आर डूइंग गुड. But if you are taking 3, 4, 5 minute का time to solve 3 questions and getting 2 marks, this is not acceptable. So please make a list of topics where you are wasting too much time. ये PDF कहाँ मिलेगा? अगर आप SNAPking.in पे जाओ, ये रहा, ये स्टार्टिंग में दिया हुआ टेबल. एक्चुअल पेपर के अंदर ये रहा. Yes, you are not able to identify the question कौन सा हार्ड है कौन सा इजी है, बिकॉज आपने मॉक में कभी वो एनालिसिस किया ही नहीं है. That's what I'm telling you ना. मॉक जब भी मॉक खत्म करो, क्या एनालिसिस करो. क्वेश्चन यू आर डूइंग रॉन्ग, क्वेश्चन यू आर वेस्टिंग टू मच टाइम, सो यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई दोस क्वेश्चन. वो आएगा, अंदर से आवाज आना शुरू हो जाता है. ठीक है. और वो आवाज आना बहुत जरूरी है. ओके, सो देयर इज वन मोर स्ट्रेटजी विच आई नॉर्मली रिकमेंड. इट्स अ 2-phase स्ट्रेटजी. सो कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं, पूरा पेपर भागते हुए जाओ और फिर भागते हुए वापस आओ. 0 to 60 and then again 0 to 60 back. I'll do all the easy question first and then I'll do all the hard question first. Very good strategy, you can do that. But what I recommend is same kind of thing, but let's go section wise. I'm starting with the verbal section. So पहले 10 मिनट मेरे को verbal section में घूमना है. Okay, so पहले 10 मिनट I want to spend more time on the verbal section. All right, there's somebody is fan of you, I think. Aditya, you are a fan here. People are posting about you. ऑलराइट फाइन. सो इसके अंदर आपको जो स्टडी लगाने लगाओ कि पहले मैं भागते हुए जाऊंगा फिर भागते हुए आऊंगा, आपको जो स्टडी लगाना है लगाओ विद इन द वर्बल सेक्शन. सेम वे देन आई मूव टू द लॉजिक सेक्शन. भागते हुए गए, वापस आए, 25 minutes, and then quant 25 minutes. Okay. All right. So this is how I want you to plan. 10, 25, 25. जो उखाड़ना है ये 10 मिनट के अंदर उखाड़ना है. आगे वापस आने का हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है. ठीक है. सो दीज आर स्मॉल स्मॉल थिंग, बट ट्रस्ट मी, इससे आपको स्कोर का वो फर्क पड़ता है. ओके, इट विल, ट्रस्ट मी, इट विल इफेक्ट योर स्कोर. All right, so guys, if you want to add a few more strategy, please do add. So last pointer on the thing, please note the time per question. How much time you're spending per question, that is required. Especially the question you're taking too much time. वहां पे आके आपको जानना चाहिए क्या तुम्हें आता है, क्या तुम्हें नहीं आता है. All right. So I'm weak in verbal. Verbal के लिए important topic. Verbal सभी important है यार. Verbal तो पूरा का पूरा important है. देख भाई, अगर जिसका वर्बल वीक है, चुपचाप जी स्ट्रेटजी ज्वाइन कर लो, पूरा अपना कवर अप हो जाएगा. स्पेशली वोकैब, ग्रामर का जी स्ट्रेटजी में तुम्हारा पूरा पेपर निकल जाएगा. एंड इडियम्स, ऑल दीज टॉपिक्स. So hi guys, hi, sorry to keep you waiting. So my first question to you guys from SIOM is it still possible? I'm not scoring that great marks in the mocks right now. My score is around 25 marks, 30 marks. Is it possible to still crack or at least get a 95 percentile in the Symbi exam? We got 3 more days remaining for the exam. And now you can take it over. You can share your own screen as well, please.
Okay. Answering your question, yes, it is possible. It can be possible. I mean, there are high chances to score above 90 if we are giving mock exams and analyzing those mocks, finding out where we are struggling in which areas. So, just a second, I'll share my screen. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Is it visible?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I'll start. Yeah. Okay. So hello everyone. We are students from Symbiosis Institute of Operations Management, and we're just going to take you through how to crack SNAP with just a few days remaining, and what SIOM is all about, and the SNAP dates, what SIOM offers, what courses it offers, etc. So as we know that the 2 SNAP 1 and SNAP 2 tests are done, and the third one is on 23 December. Everyone is well aware of the sections and how the time, the duration, etc. Now I'll just get to the topics that are there in SNAP. So for quants, we have repetitive topics coming that are simple interest, compound interest. These are some common topics that come, including Venn diagram, profit and loss ratio and proportion, geometric and arithmetic progression. These are some topics that are repetitive and we would suggest to practice on and focus on. In LR, we have LR and DI, we have visual reasoning, syllogisms, pie charts, line graphs, data interpretation types of questions are also repetitive. And for verbal, we have random vocabulary questions, or else jumbled paras or its antonyms, synonyms, etc. As Sir has discussed earlier. And live stream, we have Trishab Chaudhary, who is a fresher and has done instrumentation engineering. That's his background. Then we have Jaimin Khatri. He's also a fresher and he has a background of mechanical engineering. Then we have Aditya Durjar, who has done bachelor's in agriculture and he has a workex. So now they will be guiding us through the presentation.
Yeah,
Over to you,
so
Rishabh.
hi everyone. So as sir already mentioned, with like very few days remaining, your best friend, the answer to the burning question, how do you get above 90 percentile with 3 days remaining, is analysis. Analysis will be your best friend because, as you know, like in Snap, we have the great thing about it is that we have choices to pick what questions you want to answer and what topics you want to answer. So since we do not have any sectional cutoffs, so say you're very strong in logical and you lack in verbal, so you can make up that score that you miss out in verbal, and you can bring that score up using your other sections. For example, for me personally, quant section was slightly trickier for me because I used to take more time to solve certain topics. So I decided to focus more on VARC and logic. So when I gave my test, I started by analyzing the entire paper once. I took 2 minutes out just to look at the entire paper and see what it's like. It gets tricky because your biggest enemy here is time, and picking out the correct questions to answer in the least time possible will be your biggest focus. So I'd advise you to take a few minutes out to just pick out the correct questions that you wish to answer. And after you're done solving all those questions with hopefully a few minutes to spare, then you can jump onto questions that were tricky. And then, of course, as sir mentioned, your G strategies you can use just as a tukka, because there's no negative marking here. So I feel this is the best way to approach. And after you are, for the few days that are remaining, after you are done solving a paper, thorough analysis and finding out which section you lack is very important. And I'm guessing everybody here has given at least one attempt or is planning to give an attempt in future. So if you have given your attempt, so you might have gotten understanding on what kind of questions to expect. So if you know the answer to this question, that yes, these are some this is the composition of the paper, though, so you can know what to prepare and what to focus more. So I'll be handing it over to Jamin to throw some more light on this. Jamin, over to you.
Hello, Jaimin.
I think someone else can take up these topics
Okay.
if.
Okay, no worries. Okay. So now I'll just walk you through what SIOM is and what the cutoff is, what is the eligibility, what courses are offered, etc. So first, we'll start off with SIOM eligibility. There is no proper cutoff, and so if you are thinking that how much percentile do I need to get into SIOM, whether it is 80 percentile, 90, 95, or whether it is just 40, there is no cutoff because there are several factors that depend which type of engineering you've done, what is your background, what are your 10th, 12th, and engineering scores for operations management. And the other course, that is Agri operations management, there is no necessity of engineering background, even if you have done graduation from BCom or any bachelor's, that is also accepted. So there is no cutoff. For getting a call for a personal interview, these factors are considered: your marks for 10th, 12th, and your SNAP score. And third is, if you have a workex, then your workex, which what was your job role, etc. So these are the three parameters. Another coming to the second part, industrial visits are yeah. So at SIOM, it is not just academics and SIP etc. or FT. It is we are also trained and well groomed. If we are freshers, we get a lot of practical based learning. We get to visit companies etc. To understand how things work, how processes are done in an actual industry. Coming to the courses offered, as I mentioned earlier, operations and agricultural operations management. These are the two courses. And there are various, and lastly, the events part, there are various events such as HR Summit, which we have guest speakers from all over India at great positions, like they are directors or vice presidents, etc., from big companies that come to SIOM
Hello.
to. Hello?
Yeah. Can I take
Yeah.
up from here?
Yeah, sure. I was at the events part. You can speak from there.
Uh, okay, so I would be covering the about SOM in two parts. So first is about the curriculum. As Ria has also already mentioned about the courses offered. So there are two courses. One is obviously the operation management, the core operations management, which SIM has started from its inception of since 2005, and the current new inception of Agri operation management since 2022. So the curriculum is mainly suchly that there are industry-driven courses also included in it, such as SAP ERP training, Six Sigma certification, Epic certification, and apart from it, there are some supply chain related courses and workshops guided by the industrial mentors. Also, the curriculum is regularly updated by taking feedbacks from the industrial leaders, such as directors of huge companies such as Accenture, KPMG, Deloitte, and all. Apart from that, now talking about the life at SIOM, uh, as Ria was mentioning about the industrial visits and events at SOM, uh, we at SOM not only are curriculumly based, means we are not studious enough only, but we enjoy the life at the campus. So whether it be the nightlife or the events such as starting from HR Summit in which is handled in two parts in Delhi and Nashik itself at the campus. There are many uh, keynotes organized by the students itself. The keynotes are performance taken by industrial leaders. Uh, there is Tatva, which is our operations summit, where leaders from operation background, like some CEOs or COOs of various companies, come and give industrial speeches related to topics such as 4.0 or operation excellence and etc. There are more events such that, but apart from it, there are cultural events like Drishti and Lakshya for sports events. And also at SOM, there are different committees and clubs which you can join when you join SIOM. And that's it from my side.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. A very good evening to everyone. So, talking about the agriculture operations management, the qualification or the criteria that we have is we require a minimum of 50% of score in your bachelor's and your 10th plus 12th. Okay. So, what exactly are who all can apply for AOM? I saw a few comments on YouTube, like people are asking what's the exact cutoff and all. So as Ria mentioned in the earlier part, there's no cutoff to it. You only have to excel in your SNAP exam. You have to do well in the group discussion, WAT, and the personal interview part. Okay, so you have to have good scores in your 10th, 12th, and even your work-ex is considered here. So the same goes with operations management. you have to have a BTech B background. And for AOM, coming down, for example, I am representing the 23-25 batch. Okay, so we have people who have done their bachelor's in commerce, who have done their BPA. There are people who've done their masters in agriculture and then come and join agriculture operations. So myself, I've done my BTech in food technology. I've worked in on my own startup in the last 3 years, and then I've joined SIOM. Okay, the reason behind joining SIOM was the course curriculum that was there, and the need for operations and supply chain management that is there in the current scenario is very important. So that's the reason I've joined in SIOM. Yeah, can you take it to the second slide?
Yes.
Yes. Coming down to why SIOM. So SIOM is an institute excelling in operations since the last 15 years, okay, and it offers niche courses in uh, operations, and now we've started with agriculture operations. Then you people have many opportunities in exploring your summer internship programs and final placements. So as Ria very well mentioned, that industrial exposure through events. So I'll talk about a small experience that I had in the last week. Is we had the National Operations Summit. This is a flagship event that SIOM conducts every year since the last 15 years. And this was the 16th, 17th edition of Tattva. And I was representing the registrations and the registration and invitations vertical. So it is fun inviting people, delegates from in and around Nashik and Pune, Mumbai, who are working in the industry, to come to experience the life at SIOM. And there are people who come in, like CEOs of different companies. They talk about the current trends that are going on in the market. Then we have a very strong alumni network connection, and as you know, SIOM is there since the last 15 years. So we have a very good, strong alumni network. Then different trainings and certifications are there. I basically came to know about a complete new domain. Apart from academics, there are many things, like many things you can learn from Coursera. There are many things that are given hands-on to you. There are life projects that you can work on. There is a problem statement that comes from the company, and you have to apply all the knowledge and academic skills that you've gained overall, and solve the problems that the industry actually has, and give them an optimized solution to it. So this is how you can engage in different life projects with companies and industries. So there's a dynamic curriculum which covers supply chain, which covers economics, which covers finance, operations, and everything. So we also have organizational behavior, everything which comes under HR, which comes under management, everything. So yeah, that's what is from my side. If you have some questions, I'm just going through your questions. Abhijit says, doing agri operations from SIOM is worth it. Yeah, you can surely join in. It's because you can go through our website from AOM. The first batch SIP has reports are out, so you can just go and check it out. People have done their internships with Adani Wilbur, ADM, Agro Industry, Citrus Foods, and many more. They have good job roles offered there. In terms of their SIPs, people overworking in, you have a chance to work in the procurement department, you have a chance to work and explore the supply chain network analysis, you can work with value chain marketing and all. So there are many opportunities there. Okay, so the next person can take it up.
Thank you, Aditya.
Good evening, everyone. This slide is all about the analysis of slot 1 and slot 2 exams, which were held on 10th and 17th of December. Yeah, the first one is the verbal ability section. The verbal ability section had an easy level of difficulty for both the slots. Most of the questions in both the slots were grammar intensive. So to score well in this section, one must be well versed in topics such as figures of speech, poetic devices, synonym antonyms, idioms, phrases, proverbs, active, passive, and fill in the blanks. The following is the topic-wise breakdown of questions for both the slots. Ria, please move to the next slide. Yeah. Now let's move to the next section, which is analytical and logical reasoning, which had an easy to moderate level of difficulty for the slot 1 and an easy level of difficulty for the slot 2. The key focus in this section for both the slots was critical reasoning. One must be well versed in topics such as statement conclusions, courses of actions, statement and assumptions, statements, and explicit and implicit statements, and cause and effect. The following is the topic-wise breakdown for both the slots with its level of difficulty. Priya, please move to the next slide. Yes, this is for the slot 2. Yeah, again, you can move to the next slide. Yes, now let's move on to the last section, which is the Quants DI and DS section. The overall difficulty level for the slot 1 was moderate, and for the slot 2, it was easy to moderate. Although for both the slots, they were quite lengthy. So please refer to the topic-wise breakdown for both the slots along with their level of difficulty. Please move to the next slide, Ria. Yes, I would recommend you to explore G strategy for cracking SNAP. We have applied this strategy, and this is highly beneficial strategy when you're running out of time in order to achieve accuracy in your answers. Next slide. Yeah, thank you and all the best to all the aspirants who are attempting for the slot 3 of SNAP.
Thank you, Bhavna. Okay, so now we'd like to address some of the frequently asked questions that we are getting not just on YouTube, but even through calls for admission queries. So the first question we get often is, what are the key factors considered for shortlisting or getting into SIOM? So first is, as I mentioned earlier, your engineering background or your work ex, then your SNAP score, how much you scored. So don't worry about the cutoff or how much you'll score. Just attempt it, give your best shot, and all the other factors like your 10th, 12th engineering. For engineering, it is 50% criteria, and then considering all these factors, it will be decided whether you get a call for GE and PI, that is personal interview. So group discussion and personal interview will be done in the month of Feb. So you'll get calls for GEPI by the end of Jan or in the beginning of February. Second question that we get often is, will there be an opportunity to do in research field in supply chain with professors at SIOM? So yes, definitely you will. There are research opportunities. There is also an event called ICO SCM in which you get to present papers with faculty, and you get to be a part of their research. Third question is, how important is engineering branch and work experience while searching for internships during or after the course? So yes, obviously work experience is very important. What role you had, what experience you have, it does give a bit of an advantage. But again, SIOM is known now to give equal opportunities to not just laterals but as well as freshers. So although yes, WorkX is advantageous, but freshers also have a good chance. And as I mentioned earlier, we are groomed very well to enter the industry in terms of project-based learning, in terms of learning from your great opportunities that you get from SIP, and coming towards the end, your FD, your placement. Okay. Now I'll be handing it over to Akash, who will be addressing some agriculture-based questions.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Akash. I am from the Agri OM batch, 23-25 batch. So I will be addressing few questions that are related more on agri operations management. So the first one is the basically what is the difference between agri operations and operations management, the two courses that are being offered by this college. So operations management, it primarily focuses on managing processes, resources, and systems to ensure efficiency and effectiveness in the production of goods, services across various industries. Whereas agri operations management specializes in managing operations within the agricultural sector. It involves overseeing activities related to crop production, supply chain logistics for agricultural products, agribusiness management, and other specific aspects unique to agricultural industry. Uh, the next question that is the most frequent asked question is if a non-BTech or a non-engineering background student can uh, opt an operations program. So definitely they can opt for agri operations management. Being a student of agri operation management, there are various students from various backgrounds in our course. And there are also queries regarding the student exchange program. So yes, semester exchange and semester abroad programs are also available. So this is all from my side. And for any further queries, the details are being listed in the SIOM official website. And we are always there to contact with you. Please feel free to connect with us. Thank you all and all the very best for your snap.
Okay, guys. So if you guys have any more queries, you can connect to us. Our information is on SIOM's website, where you can just find the tab of admissions committee. So if you have any queries, you can call us. Okay. Thank you. We'll be ending now.